material prior to
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
You need to use both, you need to look at both.
Both.
But then it's start his list to chart with what he has now.
Okay.
Dennis, we set the bar higher with Apple Hill. I don't know what happened with that application. I guess it didn't come back, but would that affect Woodbury Junction in any way?
I think it's the neighborhood, all right? So if you have a neighborhood that by its very nature has homes that are between 4,000 and 5,000 square feet, and someone comes in with a 5,500 square foot or a 6,000 square foot, that's one thing. If you have a neighborhood that has 1,200 square feet up to 3,000, and someone comes in with 5,000, that's different. So I think you're looking at that region. Your
The building
code.
inspector is issued an interpretation.
Oh, well, then let's go that way.
I just don't have it with me, but if you talk to Maria, there would be an interpretation.
Well, I thought our code is pretty specific that it's a 300-foot.
Well, this 300
Right.
feet relates to some things. That's colors of houses, things like that. But when you're looking at a neighborhood, okay, and an area, and I don't want to interpret when Gary's already done the interpretation, and basically it's his to review. But I mean, I'm thinking it's the neighborhood it's in, not across the village. That would be different. And-
So we're asking for Gary's interpretation of what a neighborhood is, or?
No.
No, he's already given us that.
I wasn't here when,
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm in, two new guys.
I can try and find it and see.
Or maybe Sandy can dig through her,
It's right, yeah, it's in Apple Hill. He gave it to us for Apple Hill.
if you.
Because it talks about the similarity and dissimilarity.
Okay. I think I remember, I think now that you mentioned similar, I think I remember the memo, but if you would be so kind and
Okay.
I'll forward it out to everybody, thank you.
Okay.
All right, so back to the original subject. I do need, I'll offer a motion to schedule a public hearing for August 21st, I think we said, right? For the Hartman application for ARB review.
I'll make that motion.
Only question?
Oh, I thought you said you needed a motion. Or did you make the motion?
I made the motion, you seconded
I
the motion.
second it. Okay, I second it.
Come on, it's not, it's only 9
I
o'clock.
second it. I second
It's
it.
only 9.
Second it.
Yeah, I just have one question. Dennis, when you get the updated list from the building department, can you do it similar to what we did with Apple Hill, where you had the base house square footage, and then if they finished the attic or they finished the basement, it was a separate column so we could see the total?
I think the only thing I'm going to have here, because a lot of that list was not compiled by the building department, it was compiled from my files on the various ARBs that the board reviewed and approved. And on those ARBs, when they were approved, we had the name of the home, we had the year that it was approved, we had the location, whether it's high-end, mid-end, age-restricted, non-age restricted, and the square footage. That's what I had. Didn't have
you-
unoccupied space or anything along those lines.
The only reason I'm asking, when we drove up to look at that property, I was amazed at the amount of new homes built driving up there. And I noticed that I'll call it the lower level, it looks like the basement level, most of them were finished. So I want to make sure that we're looking at the same thing. In other words, if we don't normally count the basement as finished area, it'd be hard to differentiate the total square feet if you're talking about the base house, and then afterwards they finished off 1,000 square feet of the basement. I think it would help us.
I don't know that I'm going to have that information.
No, I'm saying that whatever the building department has, they have to get a permit, right? Yeah.
She's on vacation. She's on vacation until 21st or something.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we still haven't approved the motion. All in favor?
Oh, aye.
Aye.
Sorry, just before we all forget, and then I get an angry phone call. You never approved the motion. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Any other business before the board tonight? Everybody's good?
Good.
Motion to close?
Good.
Pick 2.
I'll make that motion.
I'm good.
I'm out of here.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, I'll second it.